It can feel like a big change, but online teaching is still teaching. Your virtual classroom will need to be managed, and you will still need to teach responsively and differentiate your instruction. Yes, there will be some adaptations, but setting norms, cultivating belonging, and making your curriculum compelling, those are still at the core. Here are 6 tips from seasoned veterans for keeping students engaged in a virtual environment. Try making your own digital content, like videos or slide decks, but stay laser focused on keeping instruction clear and simple. The research says that being your natural, authentic self is another key here. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, and let your personality shine through. Navigating virtual spaces can be confusing, and you don't want students missing critical info. Be sure to have one central hub where all the latest updates go. You can create other spaces like chat rooms or lounges for group discussions or side conversations. Virtual learning doesn't need to be chaotic. Share clear expectations for participation, respectful interactions, and dress code. Ask students to design agreements together to ensure every voice is heard. It will help them stay focused, empathetic, and kind. You may not all be in the same room, but students should feel a sense of community. So make time for small group work and relationship building activities. That keeps the humans behind the texts or video screens connected. Giving your students some space to learn independently builds critical skills, but they'll need support too. Set online office hours so your students know when they can reach you. You should also participate in discussion threads and offer guidance and encouragement regularly. Research shows students retain more knowledge when they've actively engaged with materials. Keep learners from becoming passive observers by finding ways to build in polls, break for brainstorms, or drop guided questions into the instruction.
When I go into classtools.net, there are some great things on here, but I'm going to look out for this one, the random name picker. And you can see there's a quick link at the top there, classtools.net random name picker. I can go into this and I can type in all of my students' names. So I can edit this. I'm just going to leave those, and I can type in Bob, and Julie, and Sue, and I can simply go submit. So if I just share an example from one of my classes this morning, you can begin to see this in action. And I actually set a little challenge for someone to share their work that they'd been working on that week. And there was a little shock and horror as I announced the one. Before you see them really settle down, the wheel spins, and eventually someone is selected. And in my experience, because it's such a visibly fair process, students are much more likely to want to share in your classes.